Hi guys. Can you guys hear me? Please confirm that you can hear me, please.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. I would have said we should wait for more people to join, but we really don't have time on our side, and so we need to go ahead for today. So, for the last class, did any of you guys do the assignment? Did you guys do the assignment, or did you guys at least practice creating responsive designs?
Oh, I could not do it. It was doing abracadabra. Responding. I went to YouTube. On a norm, so I depend on YouTube. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I'll get it. But this one, I did everything. It was like, see, my own Figma was actually different from what they are using. I was confused. I could not do it, and I didn't want to do. I could easily just do tab and mobile separately, but I didn't want to do that, so I couldn't do it. It was tough.
Okay, what parts within was difficult for you?
Just to make it respond, to make it responsive.
Okay, so that was trying to design the tab version and the mobile version, right?
Even the desktop was not responsive. It was not. But if I do the auto layout separately, I could do that one. But to make it respond, I couldn't do that. It was tough.
Okay, that means it wasn't scalable from the desktop.
Honestly, I don't know what the problem, because I tried everything. I watched the video, and I watched some videos on YouTube, and it was as if they are Figma, because I just everything they said do, I did. It was not working.
So we're going to get right.
I share her sentiments. In fact, it was so terrible that I had to ask questions on the group. I even asked a question because I am not getting it. Even my own too is like that. I can't make it responsive. I can. It's not scalable in any way. I was beginning to think my Figma has a problem. So that's why I was just when I asked about auto layout, they said they will treat it in today's class. So I said let me just stop and wait until you treat it before I get back to it.
Okay. Charles. Charles, are you there? Is Charles on this meeting at all? Seems like he's not here. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to do something, okay? I think most importantly, what I want you guys to know that is it's a step-by-step progress for you. I think that's really one thing I want. That's one thing I really want you guys to know. It's a gradual thing. I really did not actually expect you guys to get it totally, even after like first time. There's also a possibility that even the second time, the third time, you might not get it. It's a gradual thing because it's more like you're trying to fix different issues at the same time before finding out what exactly works. Okay? So, one thing you guys should know is you need to be very patient with yourself. Another thing is there's some problems you're going to encounter that you'll never be able to solve even with YouTube. Yes, I don't care. We know how YouTube is that powerhouse for solving a lot of things. But there are also some things, it might not just be design related alone, but there are things that you'll be trying to do and you just find that you're having problems trying to get it, even with YouTube. That is why it's always very important to have a mentor in your journey as a designer, because there are things that YouTube will not give you that your mentor will be able to help you to solve. So yeah, let's dive right in. Today's class is not just going to be about me teaching, right? It's going to be all of us doing this. So I'm going to design according to what you guys tell me to do. That's the only way you guys can learn this, actually. So now you guys are going to decide on what you want me to do. You guys are going to be the one to pick colors, the kind of buttons you want. Now we're going to design a hero section for today, just so that we're going to practice responsive design again, and also we're going to also practice what auto layout, right? So now you guys can go ahead. Any of you just tell me what exactly to do, and I'm going to go ahead to do it. So wherever you guys make mistakes, I'm going to note it and correct that, and we're going to move ahead. So let's continue. So what do I need to do?
Can open a frame.
Okay, this is the frame. What else do I need to do? Remember that if you guys waste time, we're going to all be the one to like stay on this call for as long as. So the faster we move, the better. I've clicked on frame. What else do I do?
You select the device like iPhone 13 mini.
Okay. So if you're trying to work on responsive design, you're starting with the desktop first and not iPhone.
Okay. Okay, wasn't that?
Because you're trying to scale it down. Do you understand? You cannot scale iPhone into a desktop. Do you get it?
Yes.
That's why when you're designing most time, people like to design website first before mobile. unless the company doesn't want to have a website, right? They don't want to they don't want to have a web app. They just do the website, like just the landing page and just few pages, and then you just have to download the app to be able to know how the application works. So you don't scale, you scale down, you don't scale from mobile up. So what else do I do?
Your desktop frame.
Okay. What else do I do? You guys are the one giving me instructions, so don't wait for me to say what else do I do. Just continue. Go ahead. Like if you were supposed to like proper designing, like if you would be the one to actually design this thing, just continue and let me see.
Navbar.
Navbar.
Yes, ma.
Okay. Oh, that's wrong. Who else?
Can you like change the name of the desktop to the name of the website or something that you're going to design?
Well, that's a good one too, but it's not like that. Like that's like the
Your
proper next
grid.
thing to do.
The
So let me
grid.
just call it website. Exactly, Aderoket is grid. You need to be able to set out your layout before designing anything on the on the frame. So what do I do when it comes to the grid?
Mm. Pick your columns.
I've clicked on the grid. So what else do I do?
Okay. Select columns. Then 12. Count 12.
Sorry, please, where did you click the grid again? I can't seem to get it here.
Can you see my cursor?
No, can you move it again? Let me just see, please. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, I can see it now. Okay.
Then you come here, select the drop down and choose what? Column. I don't get, go ahead, please.
The count 12.
Okay, I've done that.
Mm. The document. I'm not sure.
I need everybody to contribute to this, please, not just at your own care. It is also a way for you guys to learn.
Add a margin.
I should add what?
Margin.
Okay. What margin do you want me to add?
Since you're having 12 columns, I think 32 or scale of 32 will do.
This is a desktop. You can't use a margin of 32. Who else?
We'll be using a
That
margin
is
of 100.
Okay, Charles, you can use a margin of 100 or a margin of 120. Okay, now I'm using 100. I have my grid set. What else do I do?
Sorry, I just entered the class now. I didn't know what we want to do, so please can rephrase what we are planning to do, please.
Who is speaking, please? Who is the person that spoke now? I'm asking.
It's Charles, I guess. Charles.
I don't know why he muted his mic. I'm trying to confirm who spoke, because
Oh, it's Charles. It's Charles. Charles.
okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to work on responsive design and auto layout, right? That's what I'm doing today. But I'm not going to be the one to be teaching. You guys are going to be the one to tell me what exactly to do. So wherever you make mistakes, I'm going to correct. That's another way for you guys to learn. I don't want
Okay.
it to be
Okay.
another class where I'll just be teaching you guys. No. So now you guys are going to choose the name of the brand, what you want to be in the menu, the button, colors, whatever. Anything you say I should do, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Okay.
So now I have the grid set. What do I do?
Let's give it a name. Let's
Continue.
let's say my rider
What
or
font
rider.
should I use, please?
The font to use, we can use Roboto or
Okay. My rider. I've used Roboto.
okay. We can use bold, bold 24.
Okay.
I guess it's too small. Let's make it 32. 32 will be fine for the logo and name. So since we can put that one aside.
Okay.
Then now we'll have like a note for the nav bar at the top, a
Okay.
simple note. Um, let's take care of your transport needs so you can focus on what matters the most. Something like that. Let's take care of your transport needs. Let's take care of your transport needs, comma, so you can focus on what matters most. Full stop. Rather, exclamation mark. Exclamation mark makes more sense.
Oh,
Um,
if you
I
have a
wouldn't
different
want it.
opinion from what Charles is saying, please speak up. This is supposed to be an interactive class. Go ahead, Charles.
I wouldn't want it to
Sorry,
be.
I have a question. I have a problem, please. My, I'm trying to do as you are doing, but mine is only aligning to the top left, and it can't come to the center the way yours is coming. Like this, my rider.
It's supposed to be a text now. Can you move it around?
Yes, you are moving yours around. I can't move mine around, and it's just at the top corner, top left corner. It can't move.
Delete it. Click on text and write my rider.
Okay, let me do that now.
Let's see. Then change the font to Roboto and let's see. Charles, continue.
We can stretch it. Let it be a straight text.
You want to be a straight text.
Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful. And we'll reduce the text size to let's 14. Let's make it 14. Then the weight to be regular, or if it has semi-regular, we'll use that one. Let's see. Okay, regular. Regular is beautiful.
What is this supposed to be?
You said?
This text now, what are you supposed to use it for? Like, why do you want to put it in?
I want to put it at the same, because my rider is like, since we don't have like a logo, we want to use it for the logo and as well the name. So it will be at the top nav bar with the my rider at the middle, just at the top.
Okay, let me understand what you're saying.
Yes. Yes, something like this. Yes. But it's going to be
Okay,
at the middle.
all right.
Beautiful. Then we'll have a CTA button, a sign up and login button by the top right.
How do I do that?
So use your text, sign up,
Mhm.
add auto layouts.
Mhm.
Okay,
So let's
sorry, please.
increase.
I'm so sorry. I'm still having this issue. The text is not, is aligning to one side. It's, it's on the far left.
I can't fully understand what you're saying if I am trying to assume. Okay, so when you brought in the frame, did you put a grid?
Yes, I did. I set it. You put grid 12, and the other one, uh, the other thing you set, the
Okay,
margin 100. I followed what you were doing, but the problem is that it's not. The texts are aligning to one side, and I can't move them around.
something is wrong that you're doing that I don't understand. So, guys, let's help out Ifeanyi. So, Ifeanyi, share your screen. Let me stop sharing.
I'm joining. I'm with my phone, but I'm working on my laptop, so I can't share the screen. I'm using my laptop while I'm joining the meeting on my phone.
Oh, wow. Okay. That means there's no way we can help you. Because now I'm finding it difficult to understand what you're saying. I don't know why, but so let's do this again. If you click on a frame, you go to desktop, you have your desktop.
Okay.
Follow exactly what I'm doing. Have you done this?
Okay. I'm going there now. Desktop. Yes, I've done that. I have desktop now.
Click on the plus sign where you have your layouts grid.
Okay.
Are you seeing
Yes.
exactly what you have on my screen, on your screen?
Yeah, yes. Not exactly, but yes.
How do you mean not exactly? What are you seeing?
Okay, I'm seeing. Yes, I'm seeing it. Sorry, I'm seeing it now. It's just in the other way around, but
Oh,
I'm seeing it.
fine. Now click on this box.
Okay.
This drop down arrow, change it to what? Columns.
Okay. I've done that.
Do you have what I have here on your screen?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Put the count to 12.
Okay. I've done that.
Under type, what do you have?
Stretch.
Your gutter is what?
My gutter is 20.
Is it the same color code you have there?
Yes. FF0000. Yes.
Set to
10%.
10%. Okay. Put your
Yes.
margin at 100.
Okay. I have done that.
Do you have what I have?
Yes, I do.
Click on the text box and type my rider.
My rider. Okay, it's better now. It's working now.
If I'll fight you, I will
No,
fight you.
No, don't worry.
me and you will fight. Oh
No,
yeah.
don't worry. Not, it's fine now. It's fine. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
You're welcome. So I will not
Yes.
fight. Oh yeah, Charles, let's go ahead. Or anybody else.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So we have a sign up button, like Charles was saying. I have given it an auto layout like he instructed me to do. So what else do I have to do? I'm trying to, according to Charles, he says I have to do the buttons. So what else do I have to do here?
Should I
Sorry,
continue?
please. No, before you continue, you said this sign up, you gave it total layout just by clicking sign up and putting Shift A,
See
right?
it now. Look at the layers panel. See, it's already an auto layout.
Okay.
Let me zoom in. You can see it's already, look at the sides. You know that it's already an auto layout. What
Okay.
else do I need to do?
So for the sign up, let me just finish what I have started.
Is there anybody else that'd like to contribute? I thought you guys said you practiced and you guys said you've been having difficulties. Now, nobody wants to contribute or say anything. Nobody's going to crucify you guys. You know that, right? This is just an interactive class and it's just basically for everybody to learn. Now, because of time, let me wrap this up. This is too small for a logo. And I feel like the bold, you have to look at your font to be able to understand. Putting it on bold was just like too off for me. You didn't talk about the fact that the colors is in black, black, black. I told you don't use blah, blah, blah because of what? Contrast issues. 32 is really too small, so let's take it up to 40. And let's see, right? So we have this. It's looking a bit somehow, so let's keep it at medium. We can always come back to this if we want it adjusted. You don't use text for your nav menu. I told you guys when you go to every website, what you see is home, about us, blah, 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 things that are included in the website. Charles, you don't use this for the menu. So I'm going to come here and put out my menu. So let's say I have home. I'm going to put all of this text in an auto layout and duplicate it. It makes it what easier for me. You don't use font size 14 for website. It's really too small. You only use that for mobile, and that's because of readability, right? It's going to be very difficult for users to be able to read what you have on the website. Is that clear? So I'm going to put this into an auto layout. I have it regular and 16, right? That's what I want. So let me change these colors before I forget. I'm going to use a different shade of black. I'm assuming that it's black that Charles wants to go with, right? Since he didn't talk about changing the color of the logo. So now this 151414, okay. Now that's the color of black we're going to be using. 151414. I have changed that. I'm going to put the text, the home in the auto layout. Now I have this. I'm going to remove all of these because I don't want spacing. I don't want padding space because it's the text. It's set to middle because that's where I want it. I'm going to put it at the top because it's going to be at the top, right? Now I have my home. I'm just going to do what? To duplicate. Control D. Oh, sorry. Control Z. So I'm going to do Control D. I hope you're following. If you're having any difficulty, please let me know. Now I'm going to use changes to what? About us, right? What else do we want to include? I believe this is a transport kind of thing that Charles wants us to do. So what else is included in a transport website?
Our services.
Good. Control D, I've duplicated it. I'm duplicating so that I don't have to start writing text again. Do you understand, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So now we have our services. What else do we have?
Request a ride.
Okay. Control D. Request a ride.
Explore ride options.
We can't have too many on the nav menu. I hope you know that, right? But let's continue. Explore, Control D. You need to pull out and always consider what is most important to the users, right? What you want the users to actually click. So now we want users to always be able to click request a ride. Thank you for muting your mic, Oluwadara. So we want users to be able to to click on request a ride. We want them to be able to request a ride from the website. So that's a good one. What did you say I should do here? Explore what?
Explore ride options.
Let's leave it as explore. Because you cannot have explore ride options as a menu on an app, actually. Yes, because like I said earlier, I don't think this is necessary, but because we just want to just make it, add it. So let's just dispose your opinion. But in the real sense, when you're trying to work on the website, you're trying to put out something that you want users to be able to click on, basically. Do you understand? So we're going to put everything in an auto layout. I wanted to have a space of 16. Top, left alignment. Are you guys seeing?
No, no. Can you come again?
I hold shift down, put everything on auto layout and give it a spacing of 16, and then set alignment toward top left.
So I have one question, please.
Go ahead.
The question is, why put it top left? Is there a reason why you put it at top left, or it must be top left?
Okay, so the reason why I put that is because of the alignment. I want it to be aligned from the left.
Okay.
So it's not going to do what it has to do now. And I can't change it to fill because I have not put anything in that auto layout, so I cannot really explain. But I'm trying to look at the one I designed for you guys the other day. Let me just want to explain. I'm setting this to middle. The text is middle aligned. You can see. It's meant to be top actually, but you can still pass for center. Now, I put in middle because I want the text to be in the middle. If I change this text to left, it's not going to be in the middle again. But I want it to be center aligned. So if we click on the whole auto layout, okay, this is middle aligned, right? Let's see this one. This is right aligned. But a lot of times I use left alignment because most of the time people read from left to right, actually. And it just really helps you because you're for individual, like putting everything to an auto layout. But if you're trying to like put everything together, like when you combine everything, let me click on it. Okay, this is where you combine everything. Yes. This auto layout is when everything is now put into one, then I set it to auto. Now this auto is basically because I want it to spread. So if I start dragging, are you seeing that it follows suit? This is the responsiveness that Aderonke was having problem with, right, Aderonke?
Yes, ma.
Sorry?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
So you can see that it is following whatever it is I said it to, right? You're moving right, so it's just best to set it what? Left, aligned, or center, okay? So that's just why. I mean, it will not go well if you said this button is not even supposed to set to right, right? These buttons are supposed to be set to, you see, it's even middle safe, it's not right. It's middle alignment, but it's meant to be left alignment actually. Don't worry, you guys read on design principles. There are a lot of design principles that you have to follow, and sometimes design principles can be tweaked. The most important thing now is that you can see that this one now it was set to center. The most important thing here is that it is responsive or not, isn't it?
Yes.
That's exactly the most important thing. That's why I always make example with using stew. Because if you are trying to do it now, it is responsive, it is following you everywhere. So if you use a different screen size, it's going to follow and do what? And size itself to that what screen size. Do you get? So it doesn't matter if it is middle or not, although we have design principles though. Sometimes you're able to tweak, sometimes you're not able to tweak. You spent a lot of time on just creating an app. So, for the sake of, let me put it at what? Align center. But it has to be top because the navbar is going to be at the top. I'm not going to put in the middle. Now we have our buttons here. Charles said we should use sign up. So Charles, we have our buttons now. You've not said anything about colors, but let me adjust this button. I would use 24 here and I will use 16. I want to give enough padding space to the button. Always give enough padding space to your button. Right?
All right.
Okay. So now what color are
So
we doing this? Let me duplicate first. Oh, shoot. Be careful, guys. Always click on this before you duplicate because it will end up shifting here. That's exactly what happened now. So, this one is supposed to be what? Login. What colors am I giving it?
so let's use orange.
For what?
Orange.
For which of the buttons?
The sign up. The login would be it wouldn't have the fill, it just be strokes. But the sign up will have a fill. The fill should be orange.
Or can we try green?
Yes, we can actually try green. So, Control D. I think I saw somebody in this class. Okay. Okay, the person is no longer here. Okay. I wanted to ask a question right now. It was one of the previous cohort. So I wanted to see if he could actually solve the problem. Now, when you're trying to work on buttons, guys, please listen. There's what we call CTAs, call to actions. A lot of time, you cannot have two filled buttons at the same time on a design. One has to be filled, one has to be outlined. There are different types of buttons. Now, the one that is filled is the one that you're giving CTA to, which means that you want users to be able to notice that, okay, oh, the one that has color is what is going to bring attention to the user. Automatically, the user's attention will go down and be like, okay, this is where I have to do what? I have to sign up. Now, when you're working on a website, do you do the sign up as, do you use sign up or login as a CTA?
Sign up.
Anybody else?
Sign up, ma.
Okay. Anybody else?
The CTA, I think, should be the one that has more importance, which is the sign up. But then with the words we are using, sign up and login, I don't know which one has, I don't know which one we can say has more importance than the other. But I know that it's supposed the one should be colored. Color
What
field
do you
should be the
want
one with
users,
more
what do you want
importance.
users to do? Because at the end of the day, you are product designers and you should also be concerned with the business aspect of the product. You're not just a UI UX
It's
designer.
login. It's login, ma.
The sign up is more important. We can outline the login.
Okay. So everybody is saying sign up and Shadrach is saying login. Am I right? Are you guys there?
Sign up
Yes, ma.
should be the one because we are letting the users know they should sign up before using or doing anything on the website.
Yeah. I'm using
But then
Facebook as an instance. Facebook, they have login blue. Sign up is below without any color.
So you went to cheat and you came back to give me an answer. So guys, it's meant to be
No, I'm
login.
not cheating. I have the idea already. I just pictured it on my head.
Okay. All right. So it's meant to be login, guys. You want users to click on login because you want signups on your website. That's a very confusing statement. What I mean by that is you want users to log in because you want more you want users to be able to like get on board, like to register their account on the website. In other ways, you want more signups. So when they now click on login, they now see that, oops, create an account. Because on your login, you're supposed to also have what? Create an account if you do not have an account below, right? They'll now click, oh, yeah, that's true. I don't have an account yet. They click on that. It happens to me a lot of times. When I go to websites, I'm always attracted to do what? To the field buttons first. And I'm like, okay, here's where I can log in. I automatically forget that the sign up button is always beside, is either outlined or is just there. But this is giving more CTA because they want what? Users to be able to do what? To get on board on the website. So does it make any sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So now it basically means that this is going to be a field button and this is going to be outlined. Am I communicating, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
but
So let's
I've seen a lot of websites that have the sign up field and the login button outlined. A lot of websites.
there are always going to be a lot of conflictment when it comes to design industry. I need you to understand that there's a difference between principle and when you're trying to tweak your design. Different websites have their different business needs. Product design is not graphics. A lot of times you have to follow principles. If you don't follow principle, it is assumed that there's a reason, a solid reason backing up why you are not following a principle. If I call the product designer for that website and ask him, oh, guy, what's up? Why did you sign up as your? He's going to give me a valid reason according to the business needs. That is only when you try to tweak your designs out of the principle and it works. Because at the end of the day, you want to be able to design something that is also beneficial to the client, to the business owner. I made an example the last time I talked about. I said Opay is an example. Opay's visuals is not really so good, but their UX is solving a lot of problems and is bringing what conversion rate to the business owner. And that is why he's not really concerned. You can see a lot of takes online. People have done a lot of redesigns of Opay app. They'll tag Opay, still nothing. People were doing it to GTB Bank, and GTB had to work on their interface. Now we don't have an idea if Opay is actually doing that. You understand? In maybe that is like into work or something. But for now, it's not like out yet. A lot of times, being a CEO or a founder of a startup, in as much as you're trying to solve a problem, you also want to make money. The UX aspect of Opay is solving a lot of problems and is bringing money for him. So on the second thought, it's going to be like, why do I need to working on the interface is not like a top priority. It's not like he's not going to do it, but it's not going to be like a top priority problem for him. It's like a mid-level problem. There might be also other UX challenges or UX solutions that it needs to be implemented in the Opay mobile application. So if you keep saying, but I saw one website, it's like this, you're always going to see a lot of them. You're always going to see a lot of them. The most important thing is, just like I said earlier, whether you are putting it middle alignment or left alignment or top alignment, at the end of the day, you are making sure that the whole navbar is responsive, right? Whether you're using Maggi or you're using crayfish to cook the stew, at the end of the day, the stew is sweet, isn't it? So, but always make sure that there has to be a valid reason why you are tweaking the design. Don't just tweak because you're trying to copy people that are out there. No. You need to work in line with the client. If you're done, for example, you're done with learning, and like you're now like at least very good to an extent, you've been able to work on a project, right? And I come to you as a client and say, oh, Charles, I want you to design something for me. I want you to design a blah, 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 blah for me. And I tell you, oh, I want to solve a solution, but I also want it to be in a way that I'm going to make money. Being a founder is not easy, blah, blah, blah. You're going to do what you have to do to make sure that you are solving a problem and it is being implemented, and the business need is being satisfied. That's what makes you a product designer. And that's what makes it different from being just a UI UX designer. So now let's continue. So we're going to give this, I believe I've answered your question, Charles, please.
Yes.
Okay. So let's give this a color. Charles said we should use orange. I don't know where you got that inspiration from, but let's.
I'm being led by the spirit.
Wonderful. Okay. So we have our, what else do I have to do?
So give the sign up button an outline.
What else?
So to change the stroke color to orange.
I don't like this orange.
Yeah, the orange is too dark. Thinking of a lighter orange. No, like using the other don't know what to call it. The down one.
Let's use this and see. Okay. What else do I need to do?
We'll give the CTA buttons a curve, a radius of 6 or 8, just to give it a beautiful curve.
What else do I need to do?
Can somebody take it up from here, please?
Who else, guys?
Sorry, ma. I wanted to ask a question, ma.
Go ahead.
In various examples we've used for the desktop, I realized that the home screen is always in the middle, like this home screen about, they're always placed in the middle, and the logo instance where the logo,
What do
sorry,
you mean
the
by
about
home
us.
screen?
You said?
When you say home screen, what do you mean home screen?
Sorry, I mean the buttons, the home, yeah, it's always in the center.
Is it everything or just the buttons?
No, yeah, the buttons of the home, about us, our services is always central, yeah, in the center.
What? It is in the center now.
Yes, I'm asking, is there no instance where it will be in the position of where those sign up and logins buttons are? Does it have to be in the center?
Okay, there are different design styles. I'm gonna change it here. Okay. That's why you just have to be creative as a designer. There are different design styles. Do you understand? You can be creative on how you want it to be. So, are we done with these buttons?
Yes.
Any other person?
I think the black text for the login should change to white.
The width to the
Charles, please mute your mic. The noise is disturbing. Yes, Tian, you were saying something.
The black text for the login should be changed to white because it's not visible enough.
What else?
the sign up should be changed
Change to what?
to orange.
I think the sign up text is okay. The black is okay.
Are we done? We've used 1 hour in doing navbar. Wow. That means we're going to sleep here till 12 p.m. I hope you guys are ready. Let's continue.
We can add
Is
a
there any
frame.
other thing you want me to change?
I don't know, but for me, the sign up
It's
CTA
okay.
button
Yeah.
pressed.
Tian, what were you saying?
I said no changes. It's okay. If you have anything, you can come back to that.
Okay. Sadly, there's going to be a change. There is contrast issues here with the outline button with orange and white, which means you might have to change this orange. So a lot of times you're going to have to tweak your colors till you get what you want. What kind of blue is this? Jesus. Okay, this is better. You want the stroke to be what? To be center. We're going to change this. We don't want it to be 1 because it's too bold. I'm making it lighter. If you want, you can choose to add a stroke. People add stroke to their buttons now, just to make it more thicker, right? Can you see that this is not causing contrast issues? Is there a difference?
Yeah, you have changed the spiritual choice, but yes,
I wouldn't have deleted that orange so that you guys can compare. But yeah, that's it. So we're putting this in an auto layout. If you don't finish up today, you guys might have to continue this some other time because we've spent so much time on this. So now I'm going to go back and put on my grid because I don't want to set out my nav bar outside of this, right? So I'm going to put this to an auto layout, right? And I'm going to set this to do what? To fill. So it's a fill container. Our buttons remain the same. And then I have my rider. Now I'm going to put everything on auto layout. I hope you guys are following. Shift A, everything is in an auto layout. I'm going to click on rider and I'm going to put this into what? Fill container. I have this into fill. I'm gonna set this into what? To fill container, right? Control Z. What did I just do? Why is this set into middle? Okay. What's the spacing between this and this? I didn't even check the spacing. 70. Okay. 64. Then we have our buttons here. We have this, and then we have this. So now, if you check, this is not going to be responsive, but let's check and see. You know why I went to the second line? Because of the text. So, I mean, it's responsive. We're done. Do you guys understand what I did? Okay, we didn't do something. We're supposed to set this to auto, right?
No.
Yeah. So now we have ready. Remember that I said this is supposed to be fixed. The stuff is the rider is not really going to be. So if you start with the rider logo to fill, it makes it easier. That is why this is actually even responsive, because if you change it and then change this one to fill, it's not going to move. So let's try. Let's put it back to fixed width. Let's change this to fixed width and let's see. Now we're going to click on all of them. Something is wrong. Top left hand. Okay, let me say it to middle center. And let's see. You see what he's doing. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I like to do left alignment, because see, and again, also because you know that you're moving it like this, but he's doing this thing now because I said this thing to fix, it's not to fail. So let me set it back to fill container. But I want to do something, right? I used a different method. So let me ungroup. So I'm going to ungroup everything and let's do it again. So a lot of times, so that you guys don't get confused, I know you guys are confused, hold on. A lot of times, what I do is personally, I like to group these two together. Then I'll now group these two with this. But most of the time, you can group it what individually. Okay? So now let's group everything together. Let's not group this one too. So we're going to click on everything together and put everything in auto layout at once. Okay? So I'm going to hold shift down, click on this, hold shift down, and then click on the logo, then shift A. Everything is now in auto layout. I'm going to use this alignment. I set it to center, right? This is what I have here. Then I'm going to set it to what? To auto, because I want it to what? To spread, right? Now I'm going to click on this and then make it what? Fill container. Can you see? Then I'm going to click on this. Okay, this is not a fill container already. Fill container, right? Can you see? So depending on how you want to reduce it, you could just, but now let me explain something. Do you know why this one is showing middle? You see that when I set this rider to fill, it's left aligned. It was only here that increased. Are you guys following?
No, I'm not following again.
Okay. See what I'm saying? When you click on this home service, let me go back to fixed. But it will not be the same because I already done fill, right? So let me use the Control Z button. Now, this is from the beginning when I put everything on auto layout. I designed this separately. I did it separately, and I put everything on auto layout. Do you understand at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I told you guys that buttons can always fix any size of responsiveness, whether tablet, desktop, or mobile. That is why we always leave buttons the way it is, right? So I'm going to come here and set it. You can see that when I come here, it is set to fixed. Can you guys see? So because it is on fixed, it will not be responsive. It's not responsive actually because this is not moving. So I'm going to come here and set this to do what? To fill. It has to fill the container for it to be fully responsive.
Okay, I think this is where I have an issue. My Figma doesn't have fill, it just has fixed and hub contents.
It has fill. It's a lie. You did not set to auto layout. It will have fill.
I just did, I set it to auto layout. Auto layout is shift A now. I've set it to auto layout. I'm not
I need to watch you do this thing that you're doing because I'll not be able to understand you and you cannot present your screen. But look at what I did here. I hope the rest of you guys are following what I'm doing. I don't care, Charles. Everything is in an auto layout, right? Let me go back. I've removed everything. You can see they are separate now. Ifeanyi, please watch. I'm going to set this back to with This is how it is, the normal text. Can you guys see? I put this one by the side there because there are times where navbar is always very close to buttons. I'm just trying to show a different style from what Shedrack asked me. Do you understand? There's sometimes that used to be like some websites, if you look at some websites, they used to use a different style. Some people have it in the middle, right? Some people set it to like this, it to be like somehow close to the what? To the buttons. Me, I just like it to be in the middle because people can relate more when things are like generally most times. Do you understand? That's why I set mine to what? To middle. But I'm just putting it here just to buttress what Shedrack is saying, to show that it can be what in a different style. That's why it is here. Now you can see that it is separate. Look at all of them. They are in fixed though. Look at it. This is in fixed. This is in hug content. We're not touching our buttons, even when it is going to be in auto layout, right? Now look at this is middle alignment. I'm trying to show you why I would prefer this to be what? Left aligned. But I'm leaving it at middle. I'll show you when I do everything, when I put everything into an auto layout, right? This is what? This is normal. Now let's put everything in an auto layout. I'm going to click on this, hold shift down, click on this, and do what? Press A. Remember, I'm already holding my shift down. So shift A is what?
Auto layout.
Auto layout. You can see that it automatically resize to the middle.
Yes.
You know why I did that? Because I set this one to what? To middle. Can you see? But now there's going to be a problem. If you look at, I need to put all of them in a fill. Because if you click on it now, see, this one is hug. I need to put it what? Fill container. Normally, I can choose not to fix this one in fill container. Why? Because it's a very small text that even if I'm trying to resize it in whatever frame size, it will always fit. It's like this button. Do you get? It will always fit. This rider can fit a mobile frame like this, but this will not fit. This can fit what? A tablet, but this will not fit completely. So, but let's just set it to what? Fill container, right? Let's just do it. Now it's under fill. We're going to come here and set it what? From fixed to fill. Can you see what happened now? This happened because I set it to what? To middle. Now I have to drag it. That's why I told you I like to use left alignment. Can you guys see? The only thing is, remember that this home were individual text first. Before I put everything in an auto layout. Don't forget, guys, don't get confused. Do you remember when I was writing the text, I put everything when I was duplicating it? Do you remember, guys? I need somebody to respond, please.
Yes. Yes, ma.
You can always go back and watch this video later because it seems like you guys don't fully understand what I'm saying. But individually, I set them to what? To auto layout, and I put them in the middle because I want the text to be middle aligned. It is now the frame that is housing all of them. This one that I now set to what? To left alignment. Are you guys following?
Yes, ma. We are following, ma.
So I'm going to do what? I'm going to do this, right? Why is it say 30 minutes to fill? Okay. This is what. Now, this thing it is conflicting because I'm putting different alignments for all of them. So now I need to try to adjust the alignment. Okay. So everything is now the same thing. Middle top alignment, middle top alignment, middle top alignment. So now let's see. Okay, so now it's responsive. So if I increase it, it's going to fit. If I reduce it, it's going to fit. If I increase, it's going to fit. If I reduce, it's going to fit. So basically, you can see that this one now is fixed. This rider is fixed. That is why I set the whole auto layout to left alignment. Guys, you need to know when to use left alignment and when to use middle alignment. It can be sometimes confusing, but what you need to do is just that you make your tweaks. That's why as you design, you learn. There are times where I also make mistakes auto layout. But because I'm like already used to it, I'm able to fix up my errors. So what you do a lot of times, can you see what this thing is doing now? Can you see? It's doing that. I don't like. You can see that everything is not inside, but it's responsive, but everything is not inside. Can you see what it's doing? Why did you go into auto? You can see now it's not outside. See here, this auto layout. You just need to be able to find exactly where the problem is and then fix. Let's see if it's still responsive. So you see, it's no longer responsive again because I changed it to fixed. Can you see now, guys? That's why when you put it to fill, it's only want it to be responsive. But now there's a problem here. When I tell it to fill, this home, about us, and our services and the rest of it does not all enter into one frame. So let's try to fix that. Okay. So I change it to fill. Okay. It's not only this one is moving. This one is not moving. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
So you always need to keep, something is wrong. I'm trying to, here now, it's not working. Can you see? So the two of them has to be the one to move. Can you see that it's not working? So now let's look at what I did. When I put everything on auto layout, I put this into what? Into fill. I set it to fill. But look at the problem we're having. When I set it to fill, I'm having problems with this. Everything is supposed to be like this. Do you get, guys? Everything is supposed to be like this. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to do. It's supposed to enter the frame like this, and not that some of them will be outside. Do you guys understand? But now when I do it like this, it's showing me that it's back to fixed. If I change it again, see, it has changed back. So we need to fix this. Something is wrong somewhere. So I'm going to check the auto layout for each of them. Set to middle, right? Our services is middle. This is middle. So when I click on this, it's set to middle already. Let me put it in left alignment and cover this explore. I have fixed. Fill container is going out of it. There's a problem, guys. So I'm going to remove the auto layout generally and fix it on group. So now let me check it individually. Okay, this is set to fixed width. Right, so we have this here. Let me ungroup this, right? I removed the auto layout of these ones. Now you can see that individually they are already in auto layout, each of them. And all of them, look at this place, guys. All of them are set to middle top. Right? Everything is middle top. So let me do it again. Sometimes you might also have to do it again to be able to find out where exactly you're getting it wrong. So I'm going to put everything on auto layout again. So it's telling me to middle alignment. Align left, but middle. Okay, let me leave it at here and let's see. What's the spacing here? I'm giving a spacing of 16, right? That's all. This button is okay, and this one is okay. Now let me join it back and see if it's going to make the same mistake. Shift A. Now we have it here, right? I'm going to click on it and put it in what? In fill container. Now it's in fill container, right? I'm going to click on the whole auto layout and set to what? Auto. Because I want it to spread evenly. Now, you know why I did this? Because I set it to what? Left alignment. Can you see? Because it's filled. Now, this is where the problem was. That's why I told you guys I like to use left alignment and not middle. That middle was causing issues. So now let's set this word to fill. So now we have it, right? If you want to reduce it further, you can just always click on this and reduce this a bit.
But my rider that you just reduced a bit has gone back to being fixed.
Okay. Oh, wow. I'm trying to see how, okay. I'm trying to increase this. Fill container. Let me put it in the middle and see. No, 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 no. I don't want it like this. It's left alignment. No. Top left alignment. It has to be middle because it's in the middle. Let's see if it's responsive first. Okay, it's responsive. But why is it one side? Can you see? See what's happening? You're trying to take it back. Is entering the whatever.
Maybe we can try adjusting the frame, the entire frame, by setting the alignment at the top.
No, the entire frame is this one now. It
Yes.
has to be auto. You have to spread it evenly. It cannot be alignment at the top. It's not possible. If you don't put it in auto, it will not be responsive. Oh yeah, let's change it back. Can you see? If I say middle alignment, okay, let's say middle. See, it cannot be. It has to be. It's always set to auto. When you do it, it's always set to auto, because that's the only way that I can actually like see. You can see that it's now back to normal, so that it will spread evenly for that responsiveness to happen. That's why we do this actually. It's also one of the reasons why you do that. Let me remove my rider from fill, because it's not even a must that it has to be on. If I remove this, it's going to be on fixed. Fill. Let me remove this grid. Okay. So this is the method. I was trying to work on the method that Shadrach talked about. Yes. That's why it is not set to middle. Now I remember, guys. I actually said I set it this way because I was trying to explain to Shadrach that there are different methods, right? There are people that will actually set it to be like this, while some of them it will exactly be in the middle. So let me change the second one and show the difference. I just remembered. Auto layouts can be very challenging. It's just that it takes consistent design for you to be able to understand it. This is supposed to be width. Exactly. So we have this and we have this. I need to set this to middle alignment. Okay. Then so shift A. So let's see. Exactly. So I think what works is the major thing for this is this auto. But you also need to make sure that this is responsive because exactly. So now it has filled everywhere because I said to center, right? So now it can actually fill up everywhere. So can you see now, guys? So this is the difference. Can you see the difference between this and this? Am I clear? Can we move on from this? So there are websites that you have the nav menu. This nav menu, right? These ones are like close to this. You can see that my nav menu is set to fail. It's always like this, right? I set it to what? Left alignment. Can you guys see? Because I wanted to show Shadrach that there are different styles of what? Of design. But I like this method. Personally, I always use this. I don't use this method because this one is something that everybody can relate with. Is it true or false, guys? Most of the website that you see is always like this. The menu is always in the middle, right? So that's why I always use this method. So we're going to go with middle method. I've been able to show what I wanted to show you guys. So we're going to add spacing 24. I want to add vertical space. Sorry, I'm not adding horizontal. It's just to give it room for it to breathe, right? So this is our nav menu. Spacing between here and here. Let's say spacing is 24. So we have our nav menu sorted. Let me remove the grid. To see our nav menu is sorted, right? So now we need to work on this. This is supposed to be like the hero section text. I don't know what Charles was trying to do then, but this is meant to be our what? Our hero section text. So let's make it medium. Does it look too bold? Make it 40. I think 40 is okay. We don't need to be too big. Trying to increase the. I don't like this Roboto font. for any reason. I have not used it in a long while to design. I was trying to adjust the line spacing and paragraphs. That's what I did here, guys, so that it will look better. Because Roboto always makes, see, look at this rider, it's looking clustered. That's how Roboto font is. It makes it's not always good for header text. Mostly it's good for body text, not header text. Let me adjust the line spacing here. See, it looks better so that I can breathe. So we have let's take care of our transport needs so you can focus on what matters. Then Control D. This is going to be the body text, right? So I'm going to reduce it to what? 24, and it's going to be regular. I'm just assuming that this is exactly the body text we're going to use. There's no time to start figuring out what to do. Okay, so I'm going to put this in an auto layout, right? Shift A. Don't forget that, guys, always put your text in an auto layout. You can see that when I put an auto layout, it's automatically putting it in what? Middle alignment. No, I want it what? Left. Because hero section is going to be here and image will be what? Will be here. Do you guys understand? That's why I'm setting this to what? To left. There are different styles. Sometimes there are some websites you get to see and the hero text is in the middle. If you want it in the middle, it means that you're going to use a very wide image that will cover from end to end. Do you understand? Do you guys understand? I don't have an example of what I've designed on here
Yes.
to show you here. So if it's going to be here, that means I'm going to change it to what? Center. But because I want it left aligned, I'm going to put it here. Now, I'm going to put the small one and auto layout too. Then I remove all this padding space. I don't want padding space, it's text. I don't need padding space. Remove all of them to 0, right? Then change this to what? Middle left alignment. Then I'm going to do what? Set it here. Now I'm going to put 2 of them in an auto layout bar. Shift A, spacing between them will be what? 16. Middle what? Left alignment. Can you guys see? Now I'm going to use what? A button. What do we put in our button, Charles? So let's say get started, right? So the button is going to be here. I'm going to hold shift down, click here and use auto layout. Give spacing of what? 24. Remember, middle left alignment. Now I'm going to click on each of them. They're already in fill, by the way. Can you see? Because I put them, this one is in hog. Change to fill container. It will fill the container. Buttons are always left. They don't need to put buttons in fill container. I've already said that, guys. So now the way it is like this now is responsive. What just happened? This is in fill. This is in. Okay. All right. So it's not still moving. Why is it not moving?
I think you're supposed to put some fix and fill instead of fix. All of them.
No, it's not supposed to be on fill, actually. Okay. Let me remove this one first. I'm supposed to actually check it one by one. So now this is the first one we did. Okay. It's when you put an auto layer that's going to be in fill now. This one is in what? Fill. This one is in fill. This button is too small. It looks better now. Can you imagine? No wonder. That one was in hog. Okay, I'll see where the problem is. Fill container. So you see, guys, you just need to, whenever there's a problem, just go back to the text and they'll check it one by one. You will always see where you made a mistake and why it is not responsive. If you set it to fill, it will be responsive. There's no way. So now let's continue and put this button and auto layout. The button is 24, right? Middle alignment. So we're going to set the second one now. Automatically, it's already in fill. So let's, okay. Now it is responsive. Can you see, guys? So now it can fit tablet, it can fit what? Can fit a mobile. So you can see now it is responsive. So if I'm trying to bring this into a mobile phone, a mobile frame, I'm just going to resize it like this. Reduce this font size, reduce this one, then the button remains the same. So can you see now, guys? So now we're going to put it back to normal. This is exactly how it was. So it's going to be here, right? Then whatever image I want to use is going to be here. And then that's it. Your website is ready. So
Please, I have a question.
yeah, there's no time on our side. You cannot start getting for
Okay.
images. Before you go ahead, for your question, now you are using a white canvas for this design. To avoid, there's something we call what? White spacing. We have too many white spacing at the top here. Can you see? So you might want to introduce maybe a blush effect just to make it visually appealing. Do you understand? And to reduce too much of this white spacing. So if you are bringing this one up here, you cannot bring it too close to this. There has to be spacing between these two. Do you understand? So you can actually want to just bring out you can bring out something here. I'm just trying to show you that there are different designs, right? You can just bring it in here. So I want to what? Increase this, right? I can choose to set to what? Send to the back. I don't want to be in the front. I'm going to Control D and also maybe do another one by the edge here. But this one is now going to be more faint, right? I'm going to come here and reduce opacity by 80. Let's say 70. I'm trying to show you different ways I can actually just make the website look. Do you get? To have that what effect. If you want, you can also put it in front of here like this. There are people that make it be on top of this place. But if you are doing it, you are going to actually have to increase all of these things. So that when you set it back, it's just going to be like this. You're trying to just show that blur effect on it, right? While sometimes what people do is they can also bring it bring it here. Or put it in the middle. You send it to the back, right? You bring it in the middle. If you want it here like this is just to give it means that you have to reduce this. Let's reduce to 40. Can you now see? There's this, let's remove this one. It has actually made it look better. Let's reduce to 30. Now, can you see, guys? It looks really good though. Okay, here, go ahead and ask your question. You can keep on tweaking just to reduce the colors. So to have that subtle effect, can you see now? Then if you want to increase it, you can always increase it, right? So that it's spread evenly across. Do you get? If you want it to be only here, it will be only here. But most times it's always good to let it spread across everywhere, right? This is really cool. Let me reduce to 20. You always want to make sure that it's not overpowering what's the main focus of the design. Let me preview this and see. Why is it showing me mobile? Okay, so this is how it is. Can you guys see my screen? This is how it's going to look like. Then when you now put your images here, you can choose to adjust, just tweak it however way you want, right? And what I'm just doing is to avoid negative spacing. Do you understand? You might want to do it, put it at the extreme end, just to have that subtle effect here, or you can do it here. Then if you don't want to do this, you can also bring in what? A rectangle. You draw a rectangle, right? You set the rectangle like this inside your design. I'm trying to show you guys different ways. But you can only know these things when you practice. Practice, guys. I told you guys to enter my DM. A lot of times, if you ask questions on that group, I might miss, I might not even see it. And I might just give generic answer. But there's no way that you're going to come to my DM and I will have to respond to you by force. It's not doing this because I went to go and use rectangle. I did not use frame. That's the problem with product design. You just have to follow principles. If not, it will not give you what you want. But basically, guys, there are different ways. Once you keep practicing, you're going to get better. I think somebody asked something about a plugin on the group. I think and I answered, right? So there are also some things that you might see on YouTube and you might not really understand, right? But at the end of the day, I think this, let it be at the side to be better. So at the side, it's going to be better. So that's going to give that subtle effect on the text here while the image comes here. Now, looking for another image, another work is a job on its own because you need to find the perfect image that will fit what you have to do. When I was working on this design, let me use one as an example. I had a lot of issues because I had a problem trying to do what? Trying to get an image that I'll use here. And I just looked like, okay, why do I have to use an image that can represent what with a card of what the hero section is talking about? So automatically, when you see this thing, you automatically know that it's talking about money. The website is about maybe managing money or making automation payments, transaction, and all that stuff. Do you understand? So it's not just really about just putting images, right? Your image also has to be in line with whatever you are trying to do. If you look at this image too, I had a problem getting this image because I also wanted to use an image that was going to depict what the website was actually talking about. This is a job board website, and I wanted the image to fully represent it. This image brought out the hero section of this website. So image plays a lot of role. You need to find that perfect image that will work for your design. Do you understand, guys? So I hope it's clear. Anybody that wants to ask any question, you can ask me questions. I believe if you go over the recording of this class, it's going to be really, really explanatory. Like, I don't think you're going to have any issues anymore. The secret to everything is always put your text and auto layouts and then set them to fill. If you are still having any difficulties, get into my DM. I can always have a one-on-one class. It's going to even be a good thing if you guys are even much. So I know that, okay, if you guys are like more than one or two persons, it's going to be really cool to have like just a group session with you guys. Okay, explaining more on auto layout. So you're now going to point out exactly where you're having problem. But this is a general class and I really cannot go beyond the time. Charles, you wanted to ask me a question.
No, it was I who wanted to ask.
Okay, fine.
I,
What's the
I
question?
wanted to ask because I honestly can't find feel. Yeah, so I wanted to know if I could take a video of it and send to the group so that you see what I'm talking about.
Okay, where can't you find feel? Here or
The,
here?
the part where it says fill container, you know where you have hug, fixed, and fill. I don't have fill there. I only have fixed and hug.
You know what? If I'm going to have a session with you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay,
What time is
that
general
should be
class tomorrow? I think 5 p.m. You have a class tomorrow with Mr. Nse, and I think it's by 5 p.m. tomorrow. So if it's not gonna happen tomorrow, it's gonna happen next week. I'm not promising you tomorrow because my weekends are always usually very packed for me, but let's just see. Get into my DM, make the video and send it to me directly, and I'm going to check on it and see where you have to make corrections. Okay?
okay. Thank you very much. But
All right,
sorry,
well,
what is your name on? Is it just this paddy code or is that your paddy code?
no, my name is on the group, my name is Oge.
Okay, okay, no problem. Thank you very much, madam.
All right. Any other question, please? I don't care. Are you clear on this?
Sort of.
Okay,
And
if you're not fully clear, just practice again after this class.
I
If you
will. Then I
practice
wanted
again
to say
and
something
you're
about
having any difficulty, sorry?
I wanted to say something about what Ifeanyi just said. I was having that issue as well. The field, the container, whatever. It's only fixed and hug that was showing. But whenever I now click on the text separately, like this left take, I will have to click on left or take, only take, then the fill option will come up. But if I should click it the way you are clicking it, the old text, no fill, just fixed and hug.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try it again, right? Practice again. If you experience the same problem, let me know. I might have a class with
It
you
just
and
works
Ifeanyi
now.
together.
I just saw it now. When I clicked on a word in particular, it showed me fill container.
Okay. Great.
Yes.
Just
Just want
practice,
to
guys.
bring the option, but
Thank you very much.
okay, no problem.
Okay, just practice, guys. Just practice. Just you see that now, if I was able to see it, but at the end of the day, if I might still try to set it to fail, and it might still not be responsive. Do you understand? It might still not be responsive like this. It means that there's also something that is wrong. So when you practice again, guys, and it doesn't work, I don't care. Just let me know. Okay? Get into
All
my
right,
DM
ma.
and just let me know. You can also send a DM. Sorry, send a video or something. I'll understand. But I need you to know that if I'm going to have a class with you, you are going to have to make use of your laptop. That's
Okay,
the
ma.
only way. So that if you're encountering any issue, you can easily share your screen and I'll be able to correct whatever you are doing.
All right, ma. Thank you.
Do you understand? All right. So thank you so
Yes.
much
Thank you
for,
very much.
you're welcome. Thank you so much for today's class, guys. If you have any problem, this is not limited to just Adirunke and Ifeanyi, please. If you have any problem, but make sure you practice. Please, don't just come to my DM and tell me, don't just come to my DM and then tell me that, oh, you tried it, it did not work. No, please practice it first, right? When you try, you're able to understand and able to see where there was a problem or where the problem came out from. Do you understand? So when you try it and then you see that okay, the problem is still persistent, then you can always get into my DM. Okay? I have no problem with having an extra class for you guys so that you can understand auto layouts properly. Okay? All right. So thank you so much, guys. Do have a great night.
You too. Thank you.
All right.